Look at this dude with his big old helmet and tiny, tiny little shield. Greetings and welcome to another weekly Vault video with me, Treggyz. Today, I'm going to get some good loot. I promise. Alright, I'm gonna start off with my DK though this week. I got a good feeling about my DK. I definitely didn't want to just show off my new Mog. It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous on a Volpera. I promise you, it looks even better on a Panda. Well... Hello. Oh my, look at that speed and socket on that belt. Yeah, this is just heroic stuff. It's like 2 belts. It's like Mastery Verse isn't the best, but at the same time it's like Burst Haste. They're both pretty good, but one has a socket and speed on it, and I'm a DK, so I think this is going to be the shortest and easiest DK vault for me in a while. Gotta go for that thing that makes me fast. Pretty easy choice. It also gives me something new to spend crest on, because like last week I managed to cap out on essentially all the crests. Like I was kind of really behind on gilded crest for a while on this character, and then I finally did enough keys to finally catch up this last week. So there's a little sample. Oh my god, that new belt looks ridiculous, but a little sample of how my Mog looks on my Panda. It's great. I'm gonna go ahead and move on though. I kind of waffled about for a little too long last week, so I'm gonna try to keep this vault video a little shorter, a little sweeter for everybody, myself included. Look at this purple guy, who, I don't even get to see him in dragon form anymore. By the way, I want to thank everybody for subscribing over the last week and staying subscribed. If you've done that, my goal before the end of the year is to hit 250 subs, and I am well on track to do that. If you wouldn't mind helping a guy out, I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I keep making everybody happy with these videos and my shorts and stuff I do. All right, so my warrior, I think my warrior got like the same amount of stuff my DK did, just maybe one less key, because I was like kind of waited till last second. Kind of waited till last second to do like my last few keys, so I didn't get. I was 2 keys off doing this slot, and then my friend who I was doing keys with, his internet died last night, so it kind of at that point I was feeling like too tired to really even finish anyway. But it was definitely doomed at that point. If I was I have been playing a little bit more prot recently in keys. This probably wouldn't be that bad of a trinket for prot, right? Obviously, I have the same thing on my DK. But again, it's like I'd rather go for, I'm thinking the tier helmet, right? Or maybe even get to use this thing as is, and I finally get I could change one of my. I have like 2 myth shoulders, I believe now. Or I might only have the one, but I could. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be using the helmet in theory at the very least, but I'm kind of in arms. I mean, I want to say prison because I do like playing arms, but playing arms for the foreseeable future on Princess, Mythic Princess Prog and Mythic Silken Court Prog. It seems like arms is the better of the 2 specs, and it seems like the helmet might be better as is. I'll figure it out, but I'm definitely going for the myth helmet. Again, I don't want to waffle, I won't linger too long on this. I'm gonna kind of have like a short vault video, because in case you haven't been watching for very long, I have been doing this for a year and a half, doing these little vault videos and stuff. my vault video from last week was like the longest ever by like 15 minutes or something. Like it was kind of ridiculous because I just like kept kind of going on and on. So, anyways, now that the two big boys are done, obviously a bunch of my alts, I still did like all the same alts, but essentially I'm pretty sure everyone got a 10 now, except for my two crapper characters. Raven's judging me from off camera. And every single one of these other characters should have gotten a 10. So it is essentially going to be like, has it got good stats on it? I don't think any Evoker spec likes Verse as their primary thing, but at least it's got Leech on it. That's kind of cool. There's gonna be some quick vaults. I think this character has 2 myth rings now. Oh god, and my add-on is tattling on me. Maybe I do. Okay, maybe that's only my first one. It's tattling on me the fact that I haven't bothered to enchant anything on this character. It's great. Got a lot of keys in on my monk. I've been really enjoying playing Brewmaster recently. It's very different to my other tanks, and it kind of, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, very much a change of pace to the usual tanking. Like I kind of been liking it a lot. Got good, again, more good vibes. Good feeling about this vault. Give me something awesome, please. Hello? I was going to say, wait a second, I'm pretty sure both of these items have like really good stat for me as Brewmaster. But this is only a hero to myth upgrade cloak, and I lose avoidance, sadly. And this is a champion to myth upgrade, which, and it's also going to like flip my stat, obviously, from crit to verse. So I think I will instantly do that. Don't have to think too hard. And I can finally, I didn't feel like wasting sockets on this one. I guess I also didn't feel like wasting sockets on these, even though, like, this character is pretty well geared, to be very, very honest. It's gotten a whole lot of good stuff recently. And, I need to, make it, like, really juiced up. So I'll get that fixed, and I'll get all this stuff, like, I promise by next week, this character's gonna be probably like 625, 626. Like, I'm probably gonna do a lot of keys on this character next week, or this week, excuse me. Very much been enjoying the monk. It also helps that, like, this set is so, like, I don't think I've talked about it really yet, but like, I think of all the anniversary sets, this is by far my favorite, the monk set, because it's like, it's just overall a new set, because obviously monks didn't exist in tier 2, and it just looks so good. Like, I'm just so happy they gave us a set like that, kind of for free. Some of the monk transmog over the years has been kind of interesting, kind of not good. Anyone who's been paying attention. All right. Keep like wringing my hands together, and it's probably making a funny sound in the recording. Where's crit helmet? Obviously, I do not care about either of those. So I will go for the first crit helmet that maybe I just twisted here. It's not too bad. Two myth helmets in one day. At least. Who knows what the other characters will have. I do lose a socket. What a terrible shame, but I will be fine. I will live with that change. Alright. Again, I feel like I'm like just literally like go go go. I'm not even gonna need to edit any like downtime out of this video. There's gonna be very little of that. Give me something good for my hard work on the one key I did. Actually, no, I did a few keys. I did a few things on this character last week. Sadly, I mean, it's not a good trinket, but that's not myth, so. Verse crit boots, it looks like. Verse crit boots. I wonder what I could twist those into. Yeah, I think champ boots to myth is the play for sure. I might already have this trinket now. My mage has that trinket because I like my mage. I still haven't really been able to get any good luck with some good trinkets yet. I'm gonna go like look right now. I want to see what this twists into because like I don't mind doing verse crit. That isn't too bad in my mind, but it's still not like ideal for either of the specs. Mastery verse. So I don't know, maybe just for tanking it'll be fine. Sucks to lose some haste, but you know, not a big deal. Still a good upgrade. And this should be the last one. Last real vault for sure, my mage. I would I was gonna say I don't know what I would want. Although, that's not too bad. But at the same time, I also see a myth tier chest. Like, I have this trinket on my Evoker, obviously. You see that in the add-on. I actually really like it. Like, it's not a terrible trinket in my mind, but... What does this look like? I've never seen this Mog. Interesting. Very interesting Mog, but, obviously I'm gonna go for the big tier chest, because it's, like, really, really good stat, and obviously it's myth. Like, I'm not gonna replace that till, you know, literally till next patch. Like, I love making picks like that where I will just be using this item for a while. And that should be the last vault, or at least like the last vault of any real loot. But I could still check my other warrior. I can't remember if I did anything at all. I might have just done like profession stuff, but one way or another. Thank you guys for watching the vaults. And then I usually go into my little weekly recap, which I was like thinking about like what I was going to talk about this week, and I guess it's just mainly that like I guess it's mainly just like talking about Princess Mythic Kaiveza for a little bit. Yeah, it does not look like I earned a vault on this character. I might have only done profession stuff last week. Oh well, not a big deal. This character's only really here to grab some Mog occasionally with the catalyst charges, but not a big deal not to get anything. But Mythic Princess is an interesting little fight, and it has been like enjoyable, but like for me playing Arms Warrior, bro, I won't lie in saying I was struggling this weekend. It felt like anytime I got picked for like a charge, I was just gonna die. Like, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the pulls where it's like I might have been like trying to give like you get picked for the charge, you need to get to a very specific spot on like every single set of charges. And for me, it's like taking the charge and then having to run out for a second to like shoot out orbs, which like they're like on heroic, you only get to shoot out like 3 orbs and like a triangle away from you, right? And then on Mythic, it's like doubled up, so you shoot out 6 orbs. And you got to be kind of standing in a specific spot to not nuke your raid. And I might have been trying too many pulls to like get out like super safe to make it like, you know, my orbs not be a problem for anybody in the group. And I definitely died for it quite a few times. And it's one of these things where it's like I had noticed it here and there, but like I'm fairly confident that warrior is just the squishiest like class right now. Because I don't know, feels compared to like it's always like a bad thing to compare like a class at the start of an expansion. Hey, Raven, you come up here. always feels bad to like directly compare a class at the end of an expansion, at least like survivability wise, to like at the very start of the next expansion, because it's gonna obviously just be worse for the most part. But it just where's that gonna go? Again, like comparing start of an expansion, end of expansion, survivability between classes, it's just like you lose that on like a ton of just like passive verse from like you probably just like at the end of the expansion you're already like good on your stats, so you can like grab the next best stat, and I think verse is always like a good choice, or like a good secondary. And yeah, it just sort of sucks that like warrior feels it's like genuinely made out of like wet paper. I feel in raid DPS warrior, I should say. I know prot's like good, like really good right now, but it sucks a whole lot that I was like I literally had the talent into I was like just to be safe, and like because we weren't looking to kill the fight princess this week, but I literally talented into like the bonus stamina points just to like make it a little safer for me, and it still wasn't it wasn't so good. It's like the first few pulls of like stamina talent and making sure as soon as I get picked for anything I'm in D stance. That did help a bit, but it's still just like, man, not enough. So hopefully this next weekend will be better. Maybe I'll, my new helmet I just got will help me out a whole lot. Maybe, who knows? What else is there to talk about? There not really be anything else. Maybe that's it for this week. Again, I want to kind of keep it short and sweet. And yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just leave it there, and I'll be back next week. Remember, if you're not subscribed, I would really greatly appreciate it, and I'll be here next Tuesday and throughout the week on my stream. Just stream here on YouTube nowadays and Twitch. I do some dual streaming, and so you can catch the streams there if you're interested in that. And may probably have some shorts coming soon. I've been really bad the last like week or two about like making sure I have like daily shorts. Like I definitely kind of failed this weekend, but it's just I just definitely didn't do a great job of getting ready for the last weekend. I did good for Saturday, and then Sunday was like one short, which is a little lacking for me on the weekend. But it happens here and there. I'll try to get that fixed before this next weekend and get back to daily shorts. It's just been too lazy to do stuff for a minute. So I'll catch everybody around. Raven will still be here, and I'll still be here. So I'll see everybody real soon. Raven is purring like mad. I haven't I haven't stopped. I might have skipped forward a minute, but I'm just sort of sitting here. She's purring like mad in my arms. You're doing such a good job, Raven, of staring directly into their eyes.